Hello everyone. I'm doing another video today because it has been about 3 months since I did my last one. In the last 2 or 3 months, there has been significant changes again. But this change that's happened is definitely one of the best things that's happened to me in a very, very, very long time. About 2.5 months-ish roughly ago, I was having a problem with my car. Now, I didn't drive for 18 months. I tried a couple of times, but I couldn't physically put the clutch down. I've got a manual car, so I couldn't physically, with my left leg, put the clutch down. And that was a bit of pill to swallow. But, yeah, about 2.5 months ago, I got in the car just to test it because my wife said to me that there's a problem with there's something wrong with the car. And I thought, you know what? I was more physically able, I'm able to walk around a little bit and stuff around the house and that now. So I thought, yeah, do you know what? I'll go out there and see if I can drive it and if I can find out what the problem is. And yeah, I got in the car. I drove down the bottom of the road and I was just like, why has this got so much easier? Like significantly easier. So I turned around, I drove back up the road and I said to her, get in the car. I'm going to try and drive a little bit, seeing as that was easier. I got in the car and I drove around my whole town and everything for about 45 minutes after that because I finally got my wheels back. That's a big deal, massive deal to me. I've always been into cars, massively. Like I love cars. And it was such a massive deal to me, and it honestly felt like it was one of the best days of my entire life. It was amazing. I was in the best mood possible, and the fact that, like I said, the fact that I'm now able to drive means I'm now doing the school run every morning, taking my kids to school. I couldn't do that, and that to me is like that was another little gift. Do you know what I mean? I can do, even though it's only taking my kids to school, it's something that I can do with my kids. Do you know what I mean? It's something. I get in the car in the morning, I take them to school, and it means I've got a little bit more input into their life, which I like. That's good, and it gives me more routine as well. Like, I know I wake up in the morning, I get dressed, clean teeth and all that noise, and then I go downstairs, I get in the car and I take the kids to school. So that's another pretty damn good thing that's happened. I've just had, since being on Ocrevus, I mean, it just seems like I'm constantly improving all the time, little bit by little bit. I mean, even in the space of time since that day where I found out I could drive again, the clutch was difficult, but I could do it. It's difficult, but I could do it. And it's getting easier and easier and easier, which means obviously improvement. Which, it's just, I'm in love with this ocrelizumab. I'm in love with it. I think it is such an amazing treatment. It has taken so many of my problems with MS and reversed them a lot, drastically improved them. And I'm so thankful for that because, if I'm honest, I researched a lot into MS once I was diagnosed. I researched into it a hell of a lot. And I could never really find certain answers, and that's kind of why I've done this page as well, this channel, because I would like to answer the questions that I couldn't get answered when I was being diagnosed. With improvement, because you always hear about, I was diagnosed and I've had this and I've had that and I started with this symptom and I started with that symptom, I'm on this drug, but it doesn't actually say anywhere. People don't tend to talk about their improvements on these treatments. And I've gone from not being able to walk up the stairs to falling down the stairs multiple times to falling over all the time, day in, day out, falling over, walking around the house, to managing to use crutches, and then just about managed to pulling myself around the house, to being able to walk around the house, to being able to drive, to being able to enjoy life a little bit more. So I'm incredibly thankful for that. I mean, the drug in itself is incredible. I mean, it is genuinely changing my life. I've done videos on this before, but it's literally constantly making me better, which is literally changing my life. So I think it's the most amazing drug possible. The only thing that does annoy me is I went 3 days ago. yeah, I think it was 3 days ago, and I went and had my second full dose, but technically fourth infusion, and it was easy as anything. Nothing happened. I just sat there. They upped it and upped it and upped it all the time, because they do it in certain increments. They do it with a certain amount. I don't really know exactly how that works, but they up it constantly. Every half an hour you get it up to a different level, up to another level. And it went through the same as normal, no problems whatsoever. Afterwards, I came home. I was quite drowsy on that night when I got home. The next day was a write-off, total write-off. I had problems. I was tired. I was drowsy. I wasn't. My mind wouldn't work the way that I expect it to. It was actually quite strange. I was getting confused about things that you wouldn't normally get confused about, which was quite strange. But that was only on the second day, the day after, and then it's calmed down. And today I feel as right as rain. I feel as happy as anything. So, yeah. In all fairness, I mean, I'm no neurologist. I'm no MS specialist. Nothing like that. I'm not an expert by any stretch of imagination. But if you get the opportunity to get on Ocrevus, take it. The worst I have got is this weird red flushing type thing that will be gone probably tomorrow, but you get it. I get it for a couple of days. It's kind of annoying because I look really red and I don't like that. But yeah, no, it's that's it. That's it. Apart from that, it's just pure boredom and wanting to have a vape. That's about it. But yeah, honestly, if you get the opportunity to get it, to have Ocrevus, do it. I mean, it really is, as I've seen quoted a number of times, not me personally, but miracle drug. It kind of is, in ways. It really is. So, yeah, go for it, guys. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope to God your treatments are working for you. And yeah, I will check in again soon. It's been a good couple of months. Okay. Thank you very much, guys.